thing is a beast! All right, you guys, I'm up here in the MagnaFlow Tech Center in Oceanside, California, here at MagnaFlow HQ. And over here on the lift, we have a Dodge Viper, but it's not like any Dodge Viper you've probably ever seen. It's a 2001 Dodge Viper. Throtl is building, and Dodge has so lovingly gifted them a brand new Hellcat red-eye motor and trans setup to make this thing go wicked fast. They're building this thing for the RoadKill Nights event. It's coming up next month in August. Dodge sponsored a bunch of influencers, and they've given them the same powertrain, and they're all gonna make their own builds, bring them to the event, and race them and see how they do. So, Throtl has asked us to come on board and build a custom exhaust where we have done headers all the way back to our beautiful black tips. This thing is gonna sound amazing, gonna make a lot of horsepower, and I can't wait to see how it does at the event. She's gonna be loud, man.
I hope so. Dude, I love the location of this. It's perfect. And honestly, I was expecting a 90 off the first cylinder and a straight pipe and then a few exits because of the space. But the fact that they got actual shorty headers in here, it's already insane. It's pretty badass. And then they did a V-band here and everything else.
Through the rental fiasco. Time to start heading towards the hotel. I believe I'm going through Dearborn, which I want to say is where Ford's headquarters is. So me being a Ford guy driving Mustang, might be cool to see Ford's HQ. So hopefully I get to see a little bit of that on the way, but about a 40-minute drive and we'll be at the hotel. Something kind of unique as well that I've noticed is they have these turning lanes where you kind of just park up and wait. Some of them are stop signs, some of them are lights. You got one right here, for example. And I can't say that I've ever seen that before anywhere else in any other city. So is that a Detroit thing? Like, here you go, you got some people sitting here. It's a light. But it's just such a short little turn thing, so it's kind of odd to me, but I guess it works. All right, you guys, welcome back. Today is Friday, so it is media day. Gonna be heading over to the track here soon. I can see a couple more trailers showed up last night, a couple more at the hotel over there next door. I've been seeing some performance cars pass through this way. So should be a pretty sweet day. Gonna be interviewing a bunch of the influencers, just kind of getting my bearings. I guess they're gonna do a couple thrill rides today, do some stuff with the TRX, Charger, Hellcat, things like that. And kind of just get to know everybody here at the event. And then tomorrow the actual event starts. That's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. full day of racing. So like I said, today's media day. Should be pretty laid back. It's like a 3-hour event. So I'm gonna get dressed, grab my gear, and head over there. All right, you guys, we have made it to M1 Concourse, which is where they're hosting the event today. So this is gonna be a good opportunity to get a little background on some of the builds, kind of see how everything's going with everyone, and get a good idea of how to shoot tomorrow. So I am stoked. Time to get registered, get my pass. Let's get it.
Is we're going to talk to our teams, our builders, our drivers. We're going to start off with the newbies. Then we're going to segue into our seasoned veterans. Then we're going to recap with our defending champion and see how things go there. Yeah, pull this cover off and take a peek at your car. You guys, let's take a look at what Christina Roki has brought to this thing. Look at that. How about that? That is quite the that's quite the wrap you've got on there.
Thank you.
That's kind of your thing, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It really is.
It's been my thing.
That's awesome. That looks great. All right, you guys love that thing. Looks fantastic. let's move on to our next contestant. If you haven't figured it out yet by the shape of this thing, there's a Dodge Viper underneath this cover with a Hellcat engine in it. Guys, I gotta, Ricky, you're standing here. No, you're in, come on, you're good. I've heard that the Viper guys aren't necessarily thrilled with what you guys have done.
The Viper community hates us so much. I've gone back and I try to explain why we did, they don't care.
So what do you guys say, guys? Pull that cover off. Let's take a peek at what Throtl has built for here at RoadKill Nights. What's so wild about it is it looks so stock from out front, right? I mean, it's really, it truly is impressive, you guys, that you were able to fit it under, because everybody always said, well, the Hellcat engine's so tall, it'll never fit underneath the hood. The Viper guys may be mad at you, but I think you're gonna surprise a few folks out there on the track. That's pretty cool. Here it sounds like this is an awful lot of Hellcat horsepower. The fuel pump's firing up.
Alright guys, so they revealed all the cars and now I'm on my way, as you could probably hear, to go check out this ride-along experience. We're doing some drifting. Let's see what she's got.
Ready?
I'm ready.
So well balanced. It's almost 50-50 weight distribution in the Challenger, so I mean it's
perfect for that.
Easier than it should be for sure. 800 horsepower doesn't hurt.
Right. All right, y'all, that's a wrap on media day. Really fun day, lots to see. Really cool to see all the builds and to be present when they were released. Just really cool how connected the automotive industry is. It seems like everybody's just friends here, so it's really exciting and fun to be a part of all of that, to make new friends, meet new people, and I'm really excited to watch these cars go down that street tomorrow. So that's it for Media Day. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Welcome back. Today is officially race day. Got my parking pass ready to go. Get to park in the media lot, which is right by the front gate. So should be pulling up here in a little bit. Gonna go in, try to meet up with the boys at Throtl, see what they're up to, maybe Christina Roki, get up to speed on everything, where everyone's at, and then start the day. So here we go, let's get some racing going. All right, you guys, we're in the pits. Let's go meet up with the boys at Throtl. Check out some of the builds. All right, guys, out here at RoadKill Nights with Quinn from Throtl. He's gonna take me through the Viper build behind me, so go ahead, tell me about it.
So we started off with a completely stock 2001 Dodge Viper. This is an RT10, so obviously the Roadster. And then we, of course, had to put a Hellcat engine in it. So this is a Red Eye, 807 horsepower from factory. We beefed it up a little bit. One thing we learned from last year was power is not the answer. We came here with way too much power. This track is a little bit tricky because it's a public road. It has a little bit of prep on it, but there are manhole covers. The whole thing is going uphill, and we just suffered on grip from last year. So we tuned it back a little bit. As far as the engine goes, we have a Metco 2.85 pulley, a set of 1500cc Dishworks injectors, and then a full fuel system by Dishworks as well. So we're making about 1,000 crank. We have a lot of custom fab stuff. We have full coolers by CSF, so the supercharger coolers, the power steering cooler, the oil cooler is all CSF, really nice stuff. And then we've had to make a ton of lines and all the stuff and all custom mounting to make it fit. Really nice. So suspension wise, we're running Penske coilovers, American Racing wheels. We're doing 17s up front. We got 15s in the back with our big radial tire on it. This is an MT drag tire. We have a Woodward 15-inch brake conversion as well, and a couple more bits and pieces here and there, but that's pretty much the gist of the build. So they sent us the Hellcat engine, TR60 transmission, and it was a pretty intuitive swap. Quite a few of the components we were able to utilize from the stock Viper, so it's on the stock engine mounts. We just had to build brackets for it. The stock transmission mount still, it's factory, which is really nice. We were able to utilize that. The drive shaft is exactly the same, which was also a really nice piece. We just had to put the newer T56 yoke on it. And we had to get a shifter with a 3-inch kick to the side and the stock shifter line right up, which is really good. So other than that, it's a pretty put together car. We spent a lot of time tuning and adjusting, but the Viper is such a potent chassis, we didn't really need to do a ton of more work to get it to where we wanted it to be.
This thing sounded incredible when we fired it up yesterday.
Of course, the MagnaFlow exhaust.
Got the MagnaFlow exhaust.
It is the most aggressive sounding car here by a landslide. The unequal length headers with a full straight pipe is definitely the move. It sounds like nothing else on this line.
Yeah, for sure.
So good, man. So cool.
Looks like they're getting ready over there, but yeah, man. I mean, just the way it's set up, the stance. Are you guys concerned with fitment at all on the rear end with squatting or anything like that?
No, testing, it was all fine. We didn't have any issues with that. Okay. We do have the front a little high to help with the rate transfer, and that was one of the things we were dialing in at the track, was getting the car to transfer correctly, which we did. I wanted to slam it, but the front bumper like comes down. So even at this height with the wheel gap, it looks a little janky, but it was hard to get it onto the trailer because the bumper is so low. When we get this back to the shop, I want to slam it.
Yeah, once we're done.
It looks so good, you know.
For sure.
But yeah, this is a really practical setup. Will also went ahead and threw in a line lock kit for it, so we're ready to rock.
Well, stoked to see this thing race. We start at 11, right?
Yeah, we're gonna start. I think we're gonna make probably 2 or 3 test passes just to make sure everything's working and adjust the car for this track setup, and then it'll be race time. You know, mongooses. There is actually an animal called the red-eye mongoose. Oh, mongooses are sick. They eat cats and they eat snakes. So we got a cat motor in a snake called the mongoose.
Should be a great day. See you guys out there.
Yep.
She's fast.
Where'd Quinn go? Where'd Quinn go?
She is fast. Good run, buddy.
Hey!
Nicely done.
It was a good test. So
how's everything going with the Viper? How's it feeling?
the Viper feels really, really good. Way better than during testing. And it definitely feels like it has a bit more power on top end, which is what we need.
Good.
So every adjustment that we made, it gets better and better. Like, mind you, we're new at this, so we're just trying to figure it out as we go. So far, I guess we're doing okay.
Cool. Yeah. All right, you guys. Quick update. Mongoose has been running great. They've done 2 test passes so far. Car feels good. It's running fast. We got a couple hours until the actual grudge racing begins, but. For now, we're just kind of hanging out, getting a few things dialed. Just ate some food, so waiting on that. But so far, so good. So can't wait to see when we actually start racing and see what this thing can do. Should be exciting. We'll keep you guys updated. So the reason there's a train going through the drag strip right now is because this is an actual public street all of the cars have to go down, and when they flip around, they go over those train tracks, and they are obviously still operational. So it's about as close to legal street racing as you can get, trains included.
Throtl takes the win in the right lane in the first round of the Grudge Racers.
This thing is a beast, baby! Oh my god! Dude, I couldn't breathe, bro. Yeah! Let's go! Yes, sir. He's kind of quiet now. Where he at? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yes, sir.
All right, first off, good run. Nicely done.
Thank you so much.
Jason Ruka drops his arms and Christina gets the jump. Christina's out first, and she's through the gears. Christina with kind of a runaway in the left lane.
So coming up, MagnaFlow and MagnaFlow
Dude, the
crime.
MagnaFlow families versing each other right now. I can't believe it.
All right, well, best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Have a good run.
Thank you.
Real good race. Christina leads in second. There's Christina. I'll tell you what, but she missed a gear. The left lane, Christina missed a gear. She had Ricky wore out, but Ricky got by.
Yes, sir!
I'm sure they'll be more than willing to help.
Tell them, these for the veterans, bro. You rookies guy gotta go back home.
Oh, man,
Let's go,
I don't
baby.
know about that. Who do I got to race next?
Me. You can call it.
Okay. All right. Are you sure? All right, in the air. Here we go.
Wins, whoever.
Heads.
It's heads!
Oh!
Wait.
Which one do you want?
No, don't go there,
come
bro.
on.
Take your lane. Right lane. There you go.
Weston's going with the right leg!
All right, you guys, we're here on the line. This is the finals. The winner gets to race Alex Taylor in the actual finals, but between all the competitors here, it comes down to this. Throtl versus Weston Champlin in the Redneck Science Challenger.
Throtl in the left lane, Ricky Fernandez. Wow, it's a drag race. That's a drag race. Rustin pulls it out at the finish line. Ricky almost in his lane. Wow. That was a battle. That was going for it, and that's awesome.
Yeah, no misshift, perfectly.
Everybody got through. They both got through, hit all four.
And the surprising thing there, despite the, here we go, his inside in-car camera, banging those gears, first, second, third. Are we going into fourth, anybody?
Third gear.
Going through in third.
Third gear.
You know, despite the Viper's weight advantage and aerodynamic advantage, well, the Challenger won.
The Challenger got it.
Well, you guys, Weston pulled through just barely, so he's going to go on to race Alex Taylor, but an amazing effort by all involved. Great job by Throttle. These guys absolutely crushed it on the build. That Viper is fast, it is nasty, and it's got a MagnaFlow exhaust on it, so that was amazing.
This is how I want it to go down. If I'm gonna lose, I better lose to Weston. That's my boy right there. So this is it. RoadKill Nights, powered by Dodge. It is over. Shout out to MagnaFlow. Thank you guys so much for the exhaust. Everybody was talking about how loud this thing was and how great the noise was to it. So if you guys need anything from MagnaFlow, hit him up. But until then, see you guys.
We just at the event, and I don't know if you guys saw MagnaFlow versus MagnaFlow. I think that was the last time we spoke, and Throttle had me by just a little bit. I picked up, and then right after I shifted, he just had it. So huge shout out to MagnaFlow for helping me out with this build, getting me an exhaust for this car, and yeah, I'm super excited to drive it home and just chill, sleep. I want to sleep.
All right, great job.
Sweet. Thank you so much, man.
Alrighty, you guys, that is a wrap for RoadKill Nights. Epic day, epic weekend. Amazing to see Throtl and Christina Roki do so well. Both MagnaFlow equipped cars. Also found out that dude in blue has our muffler on there. But once again, great weekend, close racing, epic builds. I mean, I can't say much more. It was a good time. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more. We'll be posting a lot more content just like this, going to more events around the country. Thanks for being a fan of MagnaFlow, and thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one.